Welcome to Extol Live. I'm Angie Fenton. Today's show is sponsored by New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking. Now, normally, if you've been joining us every week, you know we start right at 11 o'clock. We're a couple minutes late, which I guess is the benefit of a live stream, but that is because we have a jam-packed show for you today. So many incredible guests. We're so excited for you to see them, and actually, we're going to point some of them out right now. We're going to let our four-legged friend, we're going to wait for her to be shown coming up in just a little bit. But we are so excited to have some of the members of 8-Inch Elvis. We'll talk about their performance tomorrow night. Brian Bell is back again from, of course, the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana. We're not only going to talk about tomorrow's So Into Art concert, but also the brand new, absolutely gorgeous Monarch Educational Gardens. And we're also going to talk with Lori Unruh, who has a little bit of cash. And JD Dotson, as usual, is gonna put us through just another workout. But right now, I have Liz Martino and Travis Schneider who are joining me. None of us are gonna have to go through the grueling workout that's coming. But Travis, you're with New Washington State Bank. And Liz, people know you, you're a noted chef. You are a champion for the community. You're the manager of the New Albany's Farmers Market. And most recently, you've been with Mesa Kids Cooking School. But most recently, I don't know, do you call it a promotion?
Well, it's something that has always been in the works. But we've been working really hard and I've become managing partner. So I'm now
That's a big deal.
It's very exciting, yes.
And so deserved, but something that, so you can see all of the food that Liz has brought today. Coming up a little bit later in the show, we're going to be talking about New Albany's unbelievable taco walk that's coming up in September. It always sells out, so you're going to want to hear about those details. We have Heather Trueblood, who's with us from Develop New Albany. A little bit later, she's going to talk with us. But Liz is going to be starting to prepare some things right now, and then talk with us a little bit later about this beautiful spread, ways that you can make tacos at home, and why you don't want to miss the New Albany Taco Walk. But first, I want to talk about this partnership with both New Washington State Bank and the Farmers Market. And I'd like for you to explain first what it is and why it's called Double Bucks.
Okay, we are so thrilled to be able to offer this service at the New Albany Farmers Market. Mm-hmm. For many years, we have accepted WIC benefits. But now we are SNAP eligible. So that means that you can come straight to our market, come to the info booth, give us your card, and then we're going to give you some currency to be able to use in the market for that. The Double Bucks program comes in for our WIC and SNAP benefits through Washington State Bank's help and partnership collaboration. This year we get to offer a Double Bucks program. So basically you're going to come in, say you have $10 that you want to spend, we're going to give you 20. And we're really excited about that. The program has been going so well over the last month. We're super excited to talk a little bit more about it.
Oh, I love talking about that. In fact, it's gone so well that the New Washington State Bank stepped up again to fund that, Travis.
Absolutely.
That's a really big deal.
Yeah, one of the major goals of New Washington State Bank is to stay involved with our communities, to help out in ways that we can, whether it's through sponsorships or get involved in programs. So as we are growing in New Albany, because we have a new branch here that's only been here for a couple of years, we want to make sure we're also involved in our community. So being able to work with Develop New Albany and the Farmers Market has been a great opportunity as a way to just stay involved and help people that need help. That's really our goal, no matter where we're at. And we keep growing, and that's no matter where we are located in Indiana, we want to make sure we're involved.
Absolutely. Now, Liz, because I apparently forgot that I need to have a microphone in my hand, I want to reintroduce for a second Liz
Sure.
Martino, again, manager of the New Albany Farmers Market, which is one of my family's absolute favorite places to go, and because that's where you grow as well.
Yes.
We've been bringing our daughter there since she was a baby. When you see people who are benefiting from the Double Bucks program, and you know that you are doubling what they're able to spend,
Mm-hmm.
and not only, and Travis, this is for you too, not only is that benefiting those people, their families,
Right.
but the farmers as well.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means so much. Through all the things that we've gone through over the past, year and a half, you just never know exactly what is going on in someone's life,
Right.
what they may need or are afraid to ask for. And just because you're using, benefits that come, in the form of like the WIC program or the SNAP program, which are it's just instrumental in getting healthy food in people's tummies and in people's homes. It means everything. Downtown New Albany is a food desert. We know this. There are no grocery stores around. And to be able to have such an amazing market that can open its proverbial doors to everyone and then make it an even bigger incentive to come and eat fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and dairies and cheeses, and you can get ground coffee. It's amazing. I love it. I love it every single moment at the farmer's market. I love being able to bring this program to the community. And I'm so grateful for New Washington State Bank for partnering with us on this.
Now, Travis, New Washington State Bank has multiple locations, and I am now, my business is a customer, and personally am a customer, and I'm not going to take up all the time today, but I get a little emotional when I think about New Washington State Bank. I've shared this with our Extol community and in small ways, but I walked away from a full-time job hosting a TV show, a weekday morning TV show, in order to fully immerse myself and my husband, my business partner. We started Extol in 2015, and we knew it was jump now, or it's never going to happen. And the only way we could have done it was by working through New Washington State Bank. They helped us figure out how do you walk away from a full-time job in the midst of a pandemic, though, to follow your dreams. And never once have I had a regret. But I just have to say, it is truly a community bank that embraces people in a variety of ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I've only been with the company myself for a few months, and that's one of the first things I notice is that's what they care about. Regardless of the business, it's always about being there with the community, for the community, and just making sure we're always involved. And that's partly why I've been happy to be part of the company myself, is just seeing that. It's not just always about business. It's about making sure people are taken care of where we're located. And as we keep growing, like we have another branch coming up soon in downtown Jeffersonville. We're hoping to do the same thing, get involved with their community organizations, and then make sure we're everywhere, always involved.
I love a nice mix of progressive. I do my banking primarily on my phone. It's fast, it's quick, it's easy, but I also love my chosen bank of choice of your locations is downtown New Albany. And our daughter has her own first bank account there. She's 5 and takes her little piggy there, literal piggy, and then dumps all the coins out. And we're teaching her financial literacy and responsibility, but at the same time, these are the people who work at New Washington State Bank. You live here, you play here, you work here, and you care here, as is evident by supporting a program like Double Bucks. Okay, now we're going to switch gears for a second because I know Liz has to get to work. Are you a taco fan? Oh,
I love tacos. I'm Mexican food of any type. I'm all over it.
Favorite taco? Like, what's in it for you?
Spicy foods and avocados, and load them up.
Already the smells from this, Liz, they're absolutely amazing. One more time, those details for people who haven't taken advantage of the Double Bucks program.
Absolutely. So the WIC program has a farmer's market program. You go to the WIC office, they will give you vouchers, or like checks. You bring those to the farmer's market, and you come up to the info booth, and you'll see my shining face or Heather, one of our many wonderful volunteers, and you're going to show them that check, and we're going to give you that check back, but we will record it just for our records, so we can track how we're affecting the community, and then we're going to give you double that. So with our WIC checks, it's going to be face value. Say it's a $5 check or it's an $8 check. We're going to go ahead and give you that $8 or $5 back, and then I want to say usually about 3 checks. So we'll double up to $24 on those. Our SNAP benefits, you're going to come to your card. You're going to use this just like an ATM. It's really simple. We drop down a few things, and we're going to give you, like I said earlier, if you have $10 that you'd like to spend at the market, you're going to use our little machine like an ATM. We're going to give you that $10, and then we're going to give you another $10, and we're going to double that up to $20. So you can have, $40 is a whole lot to spend at the farmer's market.
Let me tell you.
You can get a lot of things, and everything that is anything that you buy with your tokens through our Double Bucks program, we're actually able to make it just anything that's SNAP eligible. So that opens up the door. So we suggest take your checks, get your tokens and then use your checks at those WIC approved vendors, which we have about 8 to 10 now. So it's really exciting. You're going to use those checks and then you're going to be able to spend your tokens at any of our other vendors that have SNAP eligible items. And that's about almost 30 out of about 50 vendors that we have. So the selection is very wide.
Well, definitely spread the word. If you know somebody who can benefit from that, you see the full screen that's up there with all the details. Travis, depending upon whether or not you need to rush to one of the very many numerous locations of New Washington State Bank, you are certainly invited to stick around to see what kind of tacos Liz whips up by the end of the show. Thanks to New Washington State Bank for supporting not only that, but also for sponsoring Extol Live and being a fantastic partner.
Oh, very happy to be part of it.
Well, we're so happy. Well, speaking of partners, Addie Miners, our reporter, she headed out to the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana, one of our wonderful partners that's doing amazing things in our community, to take a look at the MEG, otherwise known as the Monarch Educational Gardens, which officially opened yesterday. Take a look.
What's going on, guys? Addie Miners here, back with another Explore with Addie, and today I am at the Monarch Educational Gardens at the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana in New Albany.
There they go.
Wow.
The Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana has a mission to spread art and culture across the region. Their mission with the Monarch Garden is to provide an accessible and enjoyable outdoor venue for the public to learn about nature. For more information, visit their website at sointoart.org.
Come check out the Monarch Educational Gardens at the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana in New Albany. It's a beautiful garden, a great place to bring your kids. Come, unwind, relax, and enjoy the beautiful nature. Stay tuned next week for another Explore with Addie.
I had the good opportunity to MC the grand opening of the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana's Monarch Educational Gardens, which is a neighbor right down the street from us. Brian Bell, Executive Director. Brian, that was a magical morning.
It was. We had a tremendous response in the community and participants, and they got to experience the gardens, and we got to do a Monarch release, which was amazing. So everyone got to experience this great community project that we were able to put together.
And as Addie saw, I mean, this is something that you want people come out, explore. I mean, it's serene, it's wonderful. Grab your lunch, go sit on the benches.
It's a complete half acre, I think, of walking paths, and there's a water feature. And it's also educational. So there's like a QR code when you first come in, you scan it, gives you about a 2-minute video that talks about the migration of the monarch butterfly. And then there's, books, a little free library in there with the very hungry caterpillar. So like, it's fun for all ages, and it's open essentially 24/7. The sound comes on, I think, at like 5 in the morning and goes off at like 9 at night, and there's lights, and then there's going to be a light show that's going to take place. So it's actually a destination here in Southern Indiana that you can go to.
There's a beautiful arbor that was created by artist Jason Wright.
Jason Wright with the Funky Junkmeister. So he
him.
did an amazing metal piece. You just have to actually come out and see it. It turned out fantastic.
Okay, speaking of fun, family friendly, and funky, I think that's a great segue.
That's
we
right.
have Doug and Mike from 8-Inch Elvis, and the two of you are going to be playing in the next So Into Art concert tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m. at Kevin Hammersmith Memorial Park.
What else is there to say?
I
You
mean,
nailed it.
and
We are very excited about this. This is the first time we've done anything with the Alliance, and we are very excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
all right, Doug, because I know this, because I've been a fan for a long time, how would you describe your fan following? What can people expect? And go ahead and hold that mic up there.
I've got it.
the fans we've had them for, he's had them for 25 years. It's just a great, you have a lot of people that are dancing. They're just, they want to have fun. They're not standing still. One thing that with this band, there's a lot of energy created on the stage, and we get it out of the crowd. You get them up front cheering and a lot of dancing.
Yeah, there's enough things going on in everyone's lives that aren't terrific. And when you come to one of our shows, hopefully you don't remember any of that. All you remember is, wow, this is great. We had a great time. And when you get to leave, hopefully it's a fun memory you get to share with people.
And it's outside. You can distance as much as you're comfortable.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice weather. It's going to be a lot cooler than it's been the past few days. That's going to be very comfortable for everyone. And there's plenty of room, so you don't have to ever feel like you're too packed in or you're too tight. It should be all the way around a very inviting experience for people.
Now, I think you've known me long enough, and Brian, we're besties here. I am not a vain person, but I could not get this shirt over my head right now because this girl right here is
That's right.
big.
That hair.
She was not coming out. I took a lot of time, but I should be wearing this with my skirt. I absolutely love this, and a signed album.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this for a second, because I know in just a few minutes we are going to actually get an opportunity to play a video that you all recorded locally. That's amazing.
Yeah, the video came out terrific. We filmed it at the Enchanted Forest Live. Brian allowed us to come in there and set up on a Wednesday night.
Mike, tell people, though, who don't know about the Enchanted Forest, which if you don't know, they need to know.
So, New Albany, Southern Indiana as a whole really has ramped up visitor experience to crazy high levels lately. And in Floyd County, one of the things that's happened is you've got the Floyd County Brewery and Enchanted Forest Live. And it is a spectacular outside venue with things to do for young people, great places to sit and relax and eat and drink, and a terrific stage that's built around old growth trees. So when you're watching a band there, you're seeing a really cool stage with a great video wall and trees coming out of the floor. It is absolutely crazy cool.
It's top notch. Now, Brian, you have offered through the Arts Alliance Sew Into Art concerts throughout the summer. They go actually into the fall, and they're free.
Absolutely free. I think this will be our 5th one that we're doing this Saturday from 7 to 9 at Kevin Hammersmith Park. Professionally produced through Kentucky Indiana Productions. And then we have great bands. And then Light 106.9 is going to be there doing a on-site visit. So we're really excited. Jesse will be there. Yes. I was on his radio show this morning. We did dad jokes.
Oh,
I do those every day.
All right. Well, anybody who has joined us or at least has been in my orbit and friends with me for a long time knows that means you just threw down a little challenge for yourselves. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds here to think of your best dad joke. Only thing I'm not going to pull out, which I usually pull out, is my buzzer. Although we could go.
You love to pull out that buzzer on me.
All right. Who's going to start? Who's got the best, or should I say the best, most awful dad joke?
I think the one I used on the radio was something of the characteristic, like your dad is so intelligent that a self-driving car pulled over and asked him for directions.
I don't know if that's a compliment or is that might be a compliment.
Yeah, I think every dad would take that as a compliment. Yeah.
All right.
And then where do you store your dad jokes? In your database.
Oh, that's actually.
Okay. Now you're not playing fair. That's
really a good dad joke.
Okay,
I mean,
I'm going to defer to Doug.
I'll pass it back to Mike. Mike is the man with the
I'll
jokes.
tell you, that's not fair here.
Sorry.
that was actually really
Yeah,
terribly good.
That's
I know.
Really good.
Are you both throwing
Jesse
in the
had some good
towel?
ones too.
Yes,
I have no dad joke.
you win.
I assure you, I will use that later today.
The dado base.
That's right.
Oh my
Really,
goodness.
really good. And
Okay.
horrible.
Again, 7
I know, right?
7 to 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Kevin Hammersmith Memorial Park. And that's right by Northside Church on Charlestown Road. Gorgeous, gorgeous park that's out there. Great venue. You can social distance as much as you want. Food truck?
Yeah, we're going to have fun on a bun, and then the ice cream man will be there again. He's been at pretty much everyone, and the kids love it. I will tell you, we encourage everyone to park at the church and walk over because they have limited parking, and the stage is taking up half the parking lot. So please park at the church and walk over to the park.
And it's super
Super
easy
close.
to walk
Yeah.
over. And there's public art that's there in that space. It's
They
just
do,
a
absolutely.
great park. Okay, last two questions for you, Mike. Favorite song that people ask you to play over and over again?
Over and over again, we get asked to play the Stray Cats. We get asked to play Rock This Town nonstop. Since they started playing Rumble on the radio, we have been asked for Rumble many times, and that blows us away to have someone come up and ask to hear one of our songs versus some great song that we get the opportunity to play for people.
Doug, best part about being a part of 8-Inch Elvis?
Playing guitar with your best friend.
Absolutely.
When we're on stage, we walk up there and we become 15 years old again. And it's nonstop silliness is the best word for it.
It's true. If you look at pictures, you got to wonder, is anyone even playing guitar? Because we're leaning on each other or we're laughing, it becomes very much, as much energy as we have on stage, everyone in the crowd has, but it's all about having fun.
Okay, before we play this video though, I would be remiss as a parent if I did not say this video may not necessarily be Disney?
Yeah, so
Disney rated?
So, when we filmed the video, the hope was we wanted to have kind of a grindhouse look, like the old drive-in theaters.
Yes.
And like some of those grindhouse movies, some cigarettes and stuff. So there's a few things in it that you don't typically see on TV. There's nothing really racy or bad, but be aware that it's an entertainment video, and it came out incredible. The place was great, and Joel Jackson filmed it and edited it. We did it all in one night, and the funniest thing was people were there watching us film it, and we're playing the track to a speaker and we're miming to it.
I love
and we get done and people clap, and then we do it again and people clap, and we're like, do people even know we're not playing? It was hilarious.
Oh, I love it. Well, I had to throw that out as your resident mom that's here, but it's a video. Your kids are in school or they're doing schoolwork right now anyway. So, but no, it's not racy at all, but I had to just address that. But tomorrow night, family friendly. More importantly, it's free. There's also a quick opportunity for people to give to the Arts Alliance.
We wrote out the text to give. So if you text the word arts, ARTS, to 72727, you can make a direct donation to the Arts Alliance.
72727.
72727. That's right.
We can do that.
Do the little dance with us?
That's right. Maybe.
Okay.
Yes, we just
Angie's going up there with
volunteered
me.
Brian. We got Jesse Rass. We'll tell Jesse Rass of 106.9.
Oh, he'll do anything. Yeah,
that
he'll
he's
go up there
got
and do it.
All
He
right.
would love to do it.
Take a look at 8-Inch Rumble.
Was the start of it all. Flaming in the driveway, phone on the wall. Never would have thought the kid that I was turn into a rocket with a handful of buzz. Movies on the weekend, all good and well, but my stereo was blasting like a cannon from hell. River rats shaking the windows and the floor. Mom and Dad screaming, but I'm begging for more. People said I'm crazy 'cause they don't understand. Living in the music and making my plans. First start in the morning, last start of my day. Breaking up my cage and starting to play. Racing like a devil who ain't coming back. Rumble in my soul, speeding down the track. Screaming to the heavens, go, cat, go. Rumble in my heart is the rhythm of soul. Nothing you can do, nothing you can say. Rumble is the answer every single day, yeah. Nothing in the view that I can't see. Fuzzy dice are swinging loose and free. Eight balls spinning round as I'm taking a turn. Smoke from the rubber and the blood starts to burn. Picking up my girl at a 7:45. Don't know why I'm early 'cause she's always late. Angel in the morning, devil after dark. Every time I touch her, I feel that spark. People say I'm crazy 'cause they don't understand. Living in the music and making my plans. First start in the morning, last start every single day, yeah.
That was 8-inch Elvis. Elvis has left the building. At least 8-inch Elvis has. That was 8-inch Elvis, and that was Rumble, which was filmed right at the Enchanted Forest here in New Albany. They will be live 7 to 9 p.m. at Kevin Hammersmith Memorial Park. That's located right next to Northside Christian Church on Charlestown Road. It's going to be amazing. It's the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana's So Into Art concert series that continues. Again, it's free. It's family friendly. Bring your dancing shoes. And I forgot to tell some of our guests to bring their workout gear.
Oh, thank you.
And that's a big shocker, right, JD?
Right. So I'm kind of used to it. So, but my goal is to make people move, whether they have workout gear or workout equipment. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay, so obviously I'm not fully dressed for it. I'll stick around just a little bit, but I'm going to kind of move out of the way. So JD, take it away. What do you have for us today?
So we're going to do a Tabata today. So a Tabata is it's a high intensity interval workout. So there was a doctor that came up with this. And typically, we're going to do it a little bit more, but typically it is 8 rounds, 20 seconds of hard work, 10 seconds of rest. So you do that for 4 minutes. So 8 full rounds. I've modified it a little bit to make it a really good workout. So our first thing we'll do typically is a cash in. We're not going to make you do a cash in. So our cash in would be a minute plank hold. And that's just a plank hold. Anybody can do that, right? No matter what you're wearing. But our Tabata, our 20 seconds, I've got a little timer. So I'm going to do a timer, 20 seconds on. And Lori's going to be doing this for me, right? Yeah. Okay, so
that food smells really good.
The food smells really good.
Go eat some of the food.
Really good.
So I'm going to time you, Lori. So while I am timing you, you're going to do 20 seconds of really hard work. So the first thing we're going to do in our Tabata for 20 seconds, you're going to do sit-ups, straight leg sit-ups, easy, right? And then you get 10 seconds rest. 20 seconds is not a long time, right?
Oh my God.
Easy
I'll let
peasy.
you know
So,
after 20 seconds.
okay, so
Are you going to
you.
do it too?
I'm going to put this here. Just sit there. Now straight leg sit up. You're going to go all straight
She
legs
was
all the way
very
back.
prepared
The
for
shoes
this
are
in her
great.
workout outfit.
So I'm going to hit our timer and lean back. I like to touch and then all the way up to touch your toes. So for 20 seconds, are you ready? I'm going to give you a little countdown. 3, 2, 1, 20 seconds. All the way up. Touch your toes. All the way back. Touch the back. See this?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We're our cheerleaders. Yes.
You're doing great.
So you're more than halfway done. It's only 20 seconds, right? You got this.
20 seconds. And we gotta do planks.
How many has she?
Yep. Okay, so for 10 seconds, you're going to flip. Now we're going to do a plank. So Lori, I want you to flip up. You got 10 seconds. You're getting ready to start.
She got to do that for 10 seconds?
Sorry?
Can I take my jewelry off?
No, you're fine. Let's just do a plank hold for 20 seconds.
Okay,
So,
right now?
yep, go.
Okay, in
Now you
heels.
want to, in heels, this is how you do it.
Really doing it.
Don't
That
sag
is
too
a
low, bring
rock
your hips
star.
up a little bit, kind of engage. There you go. That's perfect. See, you're more than halfway done.
Oh.
You still got 5 seconds left.
Yeah, 5 seconds. 3,
Does it burn?
2, 1.
Yes,
flip
Brian.
around. Okay, yep, and you're going to do heel touch. So lay back,
Okay.
lean up and engage your core. Bring your feet in a little bit. And then you're going to reach side
Like this.
So you got, and touch those heels. So you bring your feet in.
My high heels make it hard for me to finish.
It's more to touch.
Are you counting my 20 seconds?
Yeah, I got you right here.
You're so glad to be here today, aren't
I'm
you?
so happy to be here. I told Katie,
You're done.
anything they need for their picture.
So that was one round. We're going to do that 8 times.
Whoa.
I'm not going to make you do that 8 times. But typically you would do that. You would just back and forth. So Brian,
But do you take a break?
your break is your 10 seconds. What kind of break you need?
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Your heart rate's up. It's a fast. Those 20 seconds are intense. The 10 seconds are 10 seconds. You're kind of moving in through the thing. So we did it a little longer. we're going to do it for 12 rounds, but
Yeah.
typical.
But off
day,
camera, says JD.
But off camera.
Can we please get a little close up right here? By the way, your toenail polish is amazing.
Right.
But I mean, the fact that you did a plank, were you watching her with her feet? I mean,
Yeah. That's
you're a
professional.
rock star.
Thanks, Ange.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh my. So JD, one more time, explain Tabata, what the premise of that is. And of course, we're not going to put
Right,
Lori
we won't put her
through
it.
anymore.
But typically it's
you get the first taco.
It's an interval training. So we did it in intervals. So you're doing really, really high intensity work. So for those 20 seconds, you're going for it. You're just move, move, move. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's this, you could do, I learned a new thing today, a drop squat. And you just do that for 20 seconds. And even if you don't, you can do that over and over in an 8-round thing. So for 8 rounds, you could do 20 seconds drop squats.
With
And then
10-second break.
10-second rest, 20 seconds drop squat.
And then you're done.
And then you're done with that. Yeah, I mean,
You're done for the day, like that's your full workout?
I mean, it's not going to hurt if that's all you've got.
Then
I would
it's
do
a
it.
start.
It's a start. It gets your heart rate going. That's a great core workout. And yeah, it's one of those things. And I, as a person who's 52 years old, I don't ever want to quit moving. So this kind of keeps me moving and keeps me on it. So.
Well, that was amazing. Lori, you are an
Lori,
amazing sport. You are a trooper, and you all are a fantastic cheerleading squad. You're waiting for the tacos.
I'm going to take them with me when I work out. Just yell at me the whole time. You're doing great. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be jumping with JD again next week. But once again, thanks to our sponsors, New Washington State Bank, as well as Cutter Woodworking.
Who gets this?
Well, this is the fun of doing something live, but coming up in just a moment here, we have a furry friend, and it's Friday. We love Furry Fridays, but we have a furry friend that we'd like to introduce to you. And hang on, in just one moment, we're going to do that. We also have a check presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a seat right here, and I'm going to ask our friends to go ahead and slide right in. We've got Lori Unruh, our workout diva, that's for sure. And if I can go ahead and get Brian Bell to bring over that microphone to Christy right here. Christy is with the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter. And if you noticed, here's our furry friend. Hi, Christy, who is this?
This is Allie. She's about 2 to 3 years old. We've got her like a boxer beagle mix. She's just kind of a mixed breed dog. So very sweet girl, very interested in everybody.
So, okay, Christy, let's talk candid just for a minute. What do we know about her story? I mean, when you see her nipples are hanging like this, I mean, is this a dog?
Yeah, she came in as a stray, so we don't know, specifically a lot about her background. But obviously, poor Allie's had quite a few litters. She actually looks better now, if you can believe it. When she came in, she was a little thinner. Her skin had some rough patches, and just overall not looking great. So we've had her for about 3 weeks. Super sweet girl. She's one of those dogs I'm really surprised hasn't been adopted yet, because likes dogs, families come take her out, and she just seems to love everybody. But yeah, unfortunately, someone has bred her over and over. Yeah.
Now, you said she's sweet. Sorry about that little noise in the background right there. We don't want to scare her, so we want to be really gentle. But so, have you seen her with any other animals in addition to dogs? Do we know cat-wise?
I'm not sure. She's very sweet and gentle, so I would not foresee any issues with cats. We actually had a volunteer that took her out for a little outing and had her around his dogs and did fine with other dogs. Like I said, we've had families come, take her out, kids, And we've got a big fenced-in area that people can walk dogs, and she just loves to go out there and walk and run, and does really well on a leash. I think this is all a little new to her, so but yeah, she's very, very sweet girl.
And again, you're from the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter, and so Allie is up for adoption.
Yep, Allie's up for adoption. Yeah.
Now, I hate to put you on the spot because I know you have a number of animals, but we have shown Roscoe and Bruno.
Yes.
And was it Bruno who was adopted?
Yeah, Bruno got adopted. He has a little furry sibling now that they get along. Roscoe is still up for adoption.
Okay.
Again, surprisingly, because he does really well with people, walks great on a leash, but he's a little bit bigger of a dog. But yeah, Roscoe is still up for adoption.
I have to say, I mean, especially, we're still in the midst of just the unexpected right now.
Yes.
And I took my first trip to Jeffersonville Animal Shelter, formerly known as JB Ogle, and was blown away by the renovations. Mayor Mike Moore and the city have, put in investments, and the team at the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter, you all are top notch.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we are so excited for the renovations. It's nice because we were closed for a while. So then when we opened back up and people were coming in, and it's nice to see people's reactions because they are like, wow, this look, I saw it before and this just looks great. So yeah, we're really happy. We redid pretty much everything, got new cat cages so our cats have more space. And that's just super helpful to keep them happy. Our dogs and, just things like that. So yeah, our renovations were extremely happy and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from that. Yeah.
You do shelter and rescue right.
Thank you.
You just do so right that in the last month, I have actually adopted from there. I have. Goldie is doing really well, fit into our family. We have 4 dogs, 4 cats, 4 betta fish, and a human 5-year-old. But I really did. Sarah Green is the director over at the shelter, and I needed to figure out who would be a partner for our younger dog, Yogi.
Yeah.
And Goldie is our girl. I don't have a photo of her, but she's probably covered in mud because she loves mud, which is just fine. But again, this is Allie, and Allie, I'd love it if we could get a close-up here of Allie. Allie is available for adoption, and love to see if we could just show her face while we're talking just for a minute, because we want to help get Allie a home. Again, she's available at the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter. Now, a little while back, Extol started something called Treat Yourself Tuesday. So every other Tuesday, we feature a local business, and they get to come on with us, and it's really our treat, but they showcase some of what they offer. Lori Unruh is the owner and founder of Cadella's. I'm wearing a couple of your bracelets today, and they have those little photo tiles that are removable, and I love them, and you have a variety. And what I loved about it, Lori, is that not only did you showcase what you offer, but you gave a treat. It was an amazing treat and for 48 hours for Extol community. But in addition to that, you went one step further, and I'll ask you to share that.
Well, we share the love of animals, and I've grown up with animals my whole life. And I just thought that it would be appropriate. We offered 10% of our sales for July to the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter. And so, this just isn't Cadella's that gives back. It's everybody that is supporting Cadella's. They're giving back to these little fur babies too. So, animals don't have a voice, so that's one of the reasons why I'm just so passionate about helping them in any way we can. So Cadella's is happy to do that. So
I'll let you go right ahead because I know this will be put to great use.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we really, really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And that's a $500 check from Cadella's. By the way, you can go to cadellas.com. Lori and her team very often have events and live streams and all kinds of things, but she also often has a charity angle to all of that. What are you busy working on right now? I don't have it on, but soccer starts next week, and if you've watched one of our shows, you gave me one of your bracelets that has the little soccer balls, and then of course the little dangly with the photo.
Yes. So sports are really popular. We are actually going to be at Knobs Fest this weekend, Sunday. We're going to have a booth there. We're really excited to get back into the festivals. We've missed that a lot. So we'll be at Knobs Fest. And then we're actually on the 21st going to have a booth at Miss Earth USA and have our jewelry there and, offer that to a whole different variety of people. So it's exciting.
Are you sticking around? Because I said you'd get the first taco that Liz Martino. I don't know if you can hear that sizzling.
Oh, it smells delicious. I'll be here. Heck yeah, for sure.
It does. Although I don't know, Allie, I think you deserve the first one. Again, Christy, just a couple of more quick details as we get a nice little close up again on Allie, who I know she's still trying to figure out what's happening. We have an office cat who is not out and about right now, but probably lots of smells going on.
Yeah. This Allie, she's, like I said, she's about 2 to 3 years old. We've got her at like a boxer, maybe a beagle mix in there just because she is on the small side. But yeah, she has been spayed. She's up to date on her vaccine. She's microchipped. And then her adoption fee is $125. So yeah, like I said, she seems to do well with other dogs. We've had, we have family people, kids take her out, and she seems to do really well with pretty much everyone she meets. She's just she's so sweet. I think she'd be a great dog to go walking if you wanted to get out and about, and then she's probably going to want to just snuggle up at night.
Perfect companion.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can see that face right there because she's facing the other way. We don't want to get in her face, but Allie just, you can just tell what a sweetie. She's closing her eyes as you're petting her and wagging that little tail right there. And you know this. I mean, you both do. You both are animal lovers and you work with animals who've been rescued. It takes a little bit for them to open up and to blossom and to feel comfortable. So again, Allie is up for adoption at the Jeffersonville Animal Shelter. And by the way, when we end the show today, it's Furry Friday as it always is. We've got a quick little video of some kittens from Jeffersonville Animal Shelter, as well as the contact information. We really appreciate you being here and taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Allie, that goes for you too. Thank you so much, both of you. And again, I want to thank our sponsors. We appreciate New Washington State Bank for sponsoring Extol Live and Cutter Woodworking too.
Hello, my name's Jerry Cutter, president of Cutter Woodworking. Just want to share with you where Cutter Woodworking is at today and why it is we think it might be helpful for you to consider Cutter Woodworking as a place and being part of our team. We're excited to be the second generation. Parents started a company in 1959 in the basement of the house here on the property that we're currently sitting. We have approximately 330 team members. Many have been with us for decades. Many are neighbors, and we are very excited and proud of that. We feel like this could be a place for those of you that's never considered looking outside of New Albany, Clarksville, Louisville. We would love for you to consider Cutter Woodworking as a place of work, and not only to have a job or to get a paycheck, but to be part of our team. We're very excited. We're very proud of what we have here at Cutter Woodworking, and would love to share that with you and see the opportunities and where it is that not only the company is going, but where you can go as well. We would certainly appreciate the opportunity to have you come and visit and take a day and just understand what opportunities lie possibly in your future.
Again, thanks so much to our sponsors of Extol Live, New Washington State Bank and Cutter Woodworking. We have actually from New Washington State Bank joining us, Mr. Pat Daly. Good to see you.
Glad to be here finally.
It's kind of, well, it's a working day, right?
It is.
It's kind of a party that's going on in here. And earlier in the show, we talked with Liz about the New Albany Farmers Market and New Washington State Bank's partnership on the double bucks. And as you know, it has gone so well. They came back to say, would you continue partnering And you said yes.
Yeah, we absolutely would. And we were just so happy to be asked in the beginning to participate in that and just participate in all the communities we serve. We're in several of them here in Southern Indiana. And so we're just happy to be a part of it.
I asked Travis this, and of course, Travis is on your team with New Washington State Bank. But Pat, from you, I mean, this is just one of many community initiatives that New Washington State Bank has gotten involved in. I mean, why is that so important?
Well, it's part of our culture. It always has been. And as the bank's grown, we've had, and some other corporations and banks have left town, we've had the opportunity to jump into a few more things. So I was talking to Jessica Carroll this morning. She's our CEO, and someone had asked me if she would get on a foundation board. And I said, well, she's on the community foundation and she's on the 1SI board. So I'll ask her about her time commitment, but it's a big thing to be involved in the communities that you're in. And they mean so much to us, and so many of our stockholders and customers live in these communities. And not just New Albany and Jeffersonville, but we're in Henryville, New Washington, Borden, Scottsburg. So we're in several rural communities too, but it's just great to be a part of it.
Well, Travis and I were talking about that. I mean, you all are all over the place. And my favorite, of course, though, is downtown New Albany, since this is where I'm located. But I've said this to you before, but I mean it with everything in me. We could not do at Extol what we are able to do had it not been for New Washington State Bank's support and guidance. And I told you I get emotional about this because it's personal. And you know that, Pat, it's personal. This is professional and it's personal because you helped us to make this happen and have continued to be tremendous partners. And we're proof of when you embrace the community, what that can look like, because then now we can go out and embrace the community in ways that we couldn't before. So we are grateful.
Part of our success, a large part of our success, is having our customers and our friends and our cohorts be successful as well. So we really feel like we partner with our customers. They're not just customers.
And you do.
We know families, we know friends, and it's been great for us these past few years, especially during the pandemic, all the people we were able to help. And
you helped so many, and I'm so grateful. But switching gears, are you a taco fan?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, you are in the right place. Liz, you have been madly cooking.
Yes.
Now we're bringing in Heather Trueblood, who was one of our cheerleaders for JD Dotson's work out there. Heather's with Develop New Albany. You see her all over the place. She's responsible for, all the different facets of Develop New Albany and is instrumental in making sure people know what's going on in the New Albany business district in particular. But can we talk, before we talk Taco Walk, which I'm loving your shirt here, it's time to move it. I'm going to expect to see JD Dotson somewhere on the Greenway this week.
Yeah, we actually have a really fun family-friendly event tomorrow night from 6 to 8 p.m. down on the amphitheater on the Greenway. We have Pure Barre teaching a free fitness class from 6 to 7, and we have holistic personal training from 7 to 8. So free fitness classes on the amphitheater stage. We're giving away bike helmets, bike lights while supplies last. So that's exciting. Bring the kids, bring the bikes, bring the skates, hit the flow park, go on the Greenway. We might have a little surprise that I can't tell you about, but if it's a hot night, you'll want to be there because we might have something to cool you off. So that's my teaser for that.
I love teasers on here. So I think what we're going to do is take Olive loves her scooter, so we'll take our wheels down there at 6, and then I'm going to head over to dance at 8 Inch Elvis, and call it a weekend. And then JD, I think that counts for Tabata, right? Dancing? JD's saying sure. We're going to drag him in here in just a second. Liz, let's talk for a second about New Albany's Farmers Market. It is a hopping place on Saturdays from 8 until 12.
Yes. Come early. Yeah. Stand in line if you need to. Because it is busy nonstop. We are thrilled and so grateful for the response that we've gotten from our community and from our vendors and our volunteers. Everyone is at the farmers market for the right reasons, and I just love it.
So do we. That's one of my favorite things to do. And Jason, who's behind the soundboard, will even tell you I love it so much that very often he and Olive get left at home because I am ready to go. I know exactly who I'm going to first. I've got my bags and everything. But one of the reasons we asked you to come on is because you're a noted chef in our area. Of course, you're a managing partner at Mesa Kids Cooking School.
That's right.
And you have been cooking tacos. So right now, are these chicken thighs that you've cut up?
Yes, they are. I love chicken thighs because number one, the flavor. They're so good. It's close to the bone, and they're juicy and tender, but they're also an inexpensive cut of meat. So I really like that a lot. So we are making chicken tacos today. And I gave you a recipe, and I actually used a homemade recipe for taco seasoning. It's great for tacos, fajitas, anything like that. But if you just have a packet of taco seasoning at home, that works well. So I've got these chicken thighs, and we made our taco seasoning. We had oil, olive oil, some great fresh juicy lime juice in our taco seasoning. Let this marinate for a little while. Okay. And this is what we've got.
I mean, that looks amazing. I'm going to grab some napkins and plates.
Oh, I have some right here at the table. Oh, you have even better ones. Great ones you don't have to wash.
And we'll let... Now, the taco walk is coming up, and so we wanted to make sure we were cooking tacos today. And I wouldn't mind if we go ahead and have some of our guests who are ready to go ahead.
So we're almost there.
Almost.
I've got...
Come on in, and Liz will direct traffic here.
Right. So I'm going to move this out of the way right now, and I'm going to get this on here. So here we go. I think it's super important when you eat that you enjoy your food. Mm-hmm. So I like to use fresh, local ingredients if possible. I've gotten tomatoes and peppers, green bell peppers and jalapenos and peaches from the vendors at our farmer's market.
Ooh, yummy.
And I've got red onion here, and I'm just going to toss this right in. And this is going to be our peach salsa fresca. It is a great topper for any kind of taco, whether it is pork or chicken or fish or vegetarian. And you don't even need a taco to eat it. Just
and I have to say this, I will post that recipe on our website. You sent it to me, and on our Facebook page. I'll post it there coming up after the live is over. Mm-hmm. When I read your recipe, I thought it was a vegan taco, which I am currently vegan for health reasons. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. So all I would do is just skip the chicken.
Absolutely.
Pour that all in.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I just threw in some cilantro. Okay. I've got some kosher salt, freshly ground pepper. And then I'm going to squeeze the heck out of some limes in here. There we go. Whoops.
Oh, that's our favorite. I love it.
That was the best.
Actually, that's a great thing to clean with. All natural.
That's what we're
seriously.
Yes,
that's
all natural disinfectant. So we're going to do this really quick. And while we're doing that, I've got the heat on here, and I'm going to take some of our flour tortillas. We've got flour tortillas, corn tortillas, and then some crunchy ones because, you have to like what you eat. So I'm going to take this right here, and I'm just going to toss it up. I mean, just look at that.
Oh my!
Now you're vegan. I am doing intermittent fasting right now, so I'm going to have you taste test it if you don't mind. Make sure we don't need any more seasonings. Would that be okay with you?
I think that would be more than okay. And I know she twisted my arm.
Yeah, I won't be mad if it needs more seasoning, but I promised my trainer I wouldn't cheat today.
Oh, you are so good.
Here we go.
Okay, yeah, I will definitely.
I know for a fact I probably need a little bit more lime. Tastes all right? All right. No?
It tastes amazing.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I would just put that in a bowl. Yes. And just eat it like that.
Absolutely. I would take, some fresh bell peppers, some, celery sticks, anything like that, and just kind of scoop it in there and, oh
my gosh, I'm taking every last bite.
I'm going to squeeze over here, and I'm just going to put this.
As Liz is dishing this up, tell us about the upcoming taco walk. That's so good.
Yeah, so the taco walk this year is going to be on Saturday, September 18th. From 1 to 5. One of the perks, we do have 3 ticket packages, and one of the perks of the VIP ticket package is you get in an hour early. So you can beat the crowd a little bit, get first dibs on tacos.
Okay, so how many tacos are you talking about?
So we have 2 different size packages. You can either buy 10 tickets or 5 tickets, and you can share. So you can share with a friend.
Or not.
Or not. That's okay too. We're okay with that. And then you'll have about 13 to 15 choices to choose from.
That's
and then
amazing.
You walk around town. You walk off the tacos in between. So that's like no calories by the end of the day.
There you go.
I mean, you cancel it out. I think.
I work out so I can have time.
JD says that's
T-shirt
why
that you should definitely sell at Regalo.
Here's
So
another-
our tickets
Go ahead and start
just went on sale this week. We have sold out every time we've done this event, so I wouldn't wait
more
too
inches.
long to get them. We've already sold 25% of our VIP packages
That's
in one day.
amazing. That's amazing. And people can go to your Facebook page for sure. And I know we have a full screen to throw up there, but also developnewalbany.org is a great place to go right now. Purchase those tickets.
Yes.
Heather, if you can't, I know you can't choose which restaurant or vendor is the best, but what's your favorite kind of taco?
So we encourage the restaurants to be completely creative. We don't put limits on them. We tell them to kind of choose what you already make and make it into a taco. Be creative. So my favorites are the restaurants that actually have never made a taco before, because it's something you can't get normally. And I always gravitate towards the dessert tacos, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But one year I didn't even get a taco. So I try really hard to remember to eat a taco because I'm so busy.
I love that. Go ahead, help yourselves. No, do not be shy. We're all family
So I've got
right
some.
here.
I've got some warm ones
Where's the
here.
margaritas at?
I will.
Pat would like to know where the margaritas are. Brian Bell. I think Brian Bell might have those.
So here we've got.
Let's take a look at this right here.
Oh, it's so good. I've covered up my arugula, but no matter what tortilla you use, whether it is
I'll
a
have
corn
Colin
tortilla.
go ahead and take a look at this, if you will. We're going to hold this plate right.
This is hot. We're gonna turn
this
this
is
off.
hot.
There you go.
That's all right. I'm just going to pan myself on my stove.
So we've hidden the arugula, but I love arugula so much.
So do I.
So you're going to take a tortilla. Now, if you want an extra thick, taco, or maybe you're using corn tortillas, you might want to take 2, heat them up in a pan just like that, dry till they're warm. I've chosen to use arugula today, but you can use any kind of fresh cream that you want.
Okay.
We've got our chicken, our peach Fresca salsa. We've got some fresh avocado, and then some cotija cheese. But you could use something like queso fresco, even Parmesan cheese, just some kind of crumbly cheese. So since you're right here, if you want to be the taste tester, you can have this one.
Sure.
All right.
Pat, that is all yours. We are, again, so grateful to New Washington State Bank, on behalf of the New Albany's Farmers Market, for continuing to sponsor the Double Bucks program and for your partnership with Extol. We appreciate you all.
We appreciate you guys too.
So much.
Thank you so much.
Brian Bell, the Arts Alliance of Southern Indiana. You want to make sure that you go and check out the MEG, the Monarch Educational Gardens. They're out there, 820 East Market Street. They're absolutely beautiful. And then tomorrow night, 7 to 9 p.m., Kevin Hammersmith Memorial Park. That is free, 7 to 9 p.m. 8-inch Elvis, Jesse Rass from 106.9 Mix will be out there as well. Bring your dancing shoes. Thank you to Lori Unruh and Cadella's donating to Jeffersonville Animal Shelter. We appreciate you and your enthusiasm and willingness to do whatever. JD Dotson, who is Extol's resident, pretty much everything. We love you. Thank you for coming. Heather, one more time, the taco walk, if Jason can throw up that full screen one last time, because like Heather said, those tickets are going to go and they're already on sale.
Yeah, Saturday, September 18th from 1 to 5, developnewalbany.org, or go to our Facebook page and make sure you get all your friends to get the tickets too.
And then last but most definitely not least, Liz, hopefully I'll see you or Heather or both tomorrow at the New Albany Farmers Market. I have my running shoes on. If people want more information about Mesa Kids, where can they go?
Please come visit us at MesaKidsCookingSchool.com. We have some amazing programs that we didn't even touch on. We like to think that we're changing the world a little bit at a time with this new stuff that's coming in. So
and we're going to have you back on and maybe bring some kiddos in here to cook with you as well.
Absolutely.
So we can talk all things Mesa Kids. You're doing amazing things in the community. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again 11 o'clock on Friday of next week for Extol Live. We hope you have a great weekend, but before we end, how about a little Furry Friday with Jeffersonville Animal Shelter? Have a great weekend.